Hello, how are you? This is Master Zhou Ching. Welcome to today's so-called online preview on one of our programs on King Wen Yi Jing Divination course. Chinese we say the 文王金钱卦占卜. So before I go further, let me just introduce to you this Zhou Wenwang, or the King of Zhou. He's actually very famous figure, especially during the late Shang dynasty in ancient China. He was famous because he was the creator of later heaven Bagua, and it is very well known that when he was incarcerated, when he was in prison, he actually wrote the Zhou Yi. Okay. In this, divination actually means, okay, it is a process where you ask a question, you shake the coins to erect a hexagram. Of course, some people, they don't shake the coin, but they could use the hour, the 时辰, to erect a hexagram. Okay, and that is called the Plum blossom technique. Some people even look at a moving object to erect a hexagram. All right. So after you erect a hexagram, you analyze and read what the hexagram says to arrive at an answer. So basically, a typical divination process is as such. It is akin to going to temple to seek God's advice. Basically, you are troubled, you are confused, you have a question, you want to know what's the outcome. You actually communicate to the divine, talk to the God, ask God, what is the outcome going to be? Should I do this or should I do that? And if you are at the temple, you probably will shake the sticks, so this thing will drop out, and then later on, we call it the qian, so-called this divination lot, one of them will drop out, and then based on the numbers on it, you go to refer to a book, and the book will probably likely to give you a very poetic, sometimes very ambiguous description of what's going to happen. Okay. But although it's akin to going to temple to do a divination, but this King Wen's I Ching divination system is certainly more incisive. That means very sharp. Okay, you can pinpoint to when the thing will happen, who is the person involved, and what's the outcome. Very insightful in this sense. And as well as very interactive, because in a way, you talk to the divine, which is actually the 卦神, meaning when you cast a hexagram, we presume that there is a kind of 卦神, that means the I Ching will actually talk to you, and but of course not verbally, but display in the hexagram channel. I will explain more. So let me just try to explain what is this King Wen Yi Jing divination compared to other established divination system. Okay. So this is a more sophisticated system when it deploys and weaves in the 八字 10 God concept into hexagram. So to me, basically there are two things here. One is hexagram, 64卦. Okay, all the yao means all the broken line and the solid line. Okay, hexagram is formed by two trigrams stacking on top of each other. And on the other hand, you have the 八字 10 God concept. Alright, so you weave them, you marry them together. And this creates a very powerful divination system. Okay? Depending on the country, some people call it the 六爻. Okay? China people likely to call it the 六爻. 文王卦is so-called, more popularly known in Taiwan, or 金钱卦, or even 火猪灵. It is a very accurate and very guided system compared to Plum blossom, 梅花易数. It is good for left-brainer, especially for people like me. Okay, science graduate. Since young I've been trained to be very left-brain, and people like me who is less intuitive. Okay, we need logical deduction. We need a proper system to help us to arrive at a conclusion. So this system is good for that. The Plum blossom technique or system, 梅花易数, is a bit more abstract. Okay, they will normally use the Chinese hour. When you ask the question, they use the hour to 起卦, to erect the hexagram, and then you look at basically how the trigrams within the hexagram interact with each other. Okay, So they don't have basically the 10 God component in it. Okay, so you require some imaginative mind and sometimes some intuitive hunch to derive an answer. So basically, how do we 起卦 using this so-called tortoise shell and the coins? I will talk about it shortly. Okay, basically students, when they come to this class, I'll give them, all right, a copper made tortoise shell plus the coin. All right, so what you do is normally we will put the 3 coins into the tortoise shell and then we shake 6 times so that we can have 6 different outcome. The 6 different outcome is displayed here. Okay, it can be, you know, having all yin, that means tail, 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 or all yang, that means all the head, 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 or you can tail, tail, head, or head, head, tail, you know. So these are the various permutation that you can derive. And then based on this, you shake 6 times to derive at 6 different outcome. You come out with a hexagram that typically look like this. So basically I have an app for student, you know, but of course you need to purchase. All right, you can purchase it either from the app store or, you know, from the Android app store. Okay, so otherwise you can do it manually as well, no issue. All right, it's not difficult to erect the hexagram and then to input all the components inside. So eventually what we will get is that we will, you know, shake the coin and let it drop 6 times. So you repeat the process 6 times. So every time you will get a yao. This is called a yao, or either a broken line or a solid line. All right, and then you form this thing called a hexagram. Sometimes you may get actually a transform hexagram. All right, that one is more technical, we'll discuss in class, but basically this is how it looks like. Subsequently, what you need to do is you insert, okay, all these stems and branches, okay, based on the 金房纳价 concept. And then over here, you look at here, friend output on the right hand side, this is Chinese version, this is English version. From there you will also label each and individual yao, label them according to the 10 God concept: friend, output, wealth, resource, okay, or authority. And occasionally we need to add on the 六神, the dragon, the bird, the worm, the snake, the tiger, the tortoise. To say, for example, you want to find out whether this person is still dead or alive, or what is the personality, or etc, etc, which we will discuss in class. Okay, so once you finish this process of 装卦, meaning you erect the hexagram, label them already, we will start to analyze. But people ask me, why should I learn King Wen Yi Jing? You see, after they have learned 八字 or some learn 紫微, they say, why do I need to learn I Ching? Okay, because you see, some questions are not able to be handled by a normal or even an established destiny analysis system like 八字. For instance, who will win the match? Team A or Team B? Wen Wang Gua or King Wen Yi Jing Divination system is able to address this. Is my boyfriend really truthful towards me? So you can actually erect the hexagram. From there you analyze. Because under the hexagram it has a self versus opponent kind of so-called system inside. To check yourself against him. To check how is he so-called behaving towards you. How's his feeling towards you, you know. In fact, if you have been secret admiring somebody, you can use this to check whether the person is also at the same time interested in you or not. Of course, people like to ask, I want to buy this house. Will this house bring me good money luck? Is it a worthwhile investment? Or how is a house feng shui? Is it going to be bad after I move in, etc., etc.? All right. So this thing, you need a divination system to help you. Some people tell me, but I hate memorizing the name and meanings of 64 hexagram. I agree. I also don't like, okay, to memorize them. But the good news is you don't even need to memorize the 64 hexagrams name. This is actually a common misunderstanding. You see, unless you are into the philosophical part of I-Ching, you are actually not required to know the meanings of the 64 hexagram, including the meaning of each individual yao. You don't need to know them seriously. Okay? King Wen Yi Jing Divination focuses on the fortune-telling part of the entire I-Ching. Okay? It gives you the power to make decision and to predict an outcome, basically. That is its function. So, to put it in a more pictorial form, you see, it allows us to forecast an event. When certain things will happen. When will my books arrive? Okay, for example, you want to ask, when will my Taobao parcel arrive? Predict an outcome, for example, the football match. Whether the gender of the baby, is it going to be a girl or a boy? Is this stock going to move up or down? You know, that kind of outcome. And of course, who is going to be the president, which we have done it previously for America's side and Malaysia recently on the election results. Okay, investigation. So what's investigation? That means it provides a very insightful information for you. So talking about investigative, let me probably quote you some example. People want to buy pre-owned car, right? And we are so worried that we can get a lemon. Okay, you don't know what's going to happen. People can even tweak the mileage. Well, they can so-called make a lot of cosmetic so-called work on the car, but inside the car you can't tell. You see the engine, the under chassis, etc. So what can we find out from I-Ching about the pre-owned car that we're going to buy? See, basically we can analyze and find out from the I-Ching hexagram, like, is the car really that value for money, or is it overpriced? Is the car a lemon? That means plagued with defects. Where likely is the problem of the car located? Will the car give my family good comfort? Has the car been met with accident before? Is this car lucky for me? Is the car dealer trying to con me? Etc. You know, so you can actually, before buying the house, buying the car, buying any commodity, check with I-Ching. Alright, and during class, student can ask anything to practice for academic discussion, to find out how we do I-Ching analysis. Okay, we are very open during class, and it's very, very fun and interesting. These are some of the pictures that I took down during the class that people like to ask. That time, at one point in time, during the evening, there was this game, Liverpool and Crystal Palace. So students shake the coin, we plot the hexagram, we analyze, and then even I wrote down Liverpool. Okay, so this has been witnessed by all the class participants. Okay. Student asked, how is my house feng shui? So we check for him. Which side of the house that you have a sa-qi? Is this house going to bring you money luck? Or is this house going to bring you a problem relating to health? Okay, etc. So you can basically do a remote assessment of a person feng shui. And of course, before we buy or commit ourselves on basically a house, you might just want to check first, is this house really that good? You know, any problem or not? Okay, so it's a very useful tool. Yeah, last year, this was during, I think, the last year class, people asked, will I make money from Bitcoin? So I'll tell them no, because the money yao here enter graveyard. So this is one of the very important concepts called lu ku, lu mu, enter graveyard. So anything that enter graveyard, you should not buy. It's inauspicious. Will I get my promotion in 2018? Asked by one of the participants. Based on some analysis, we conclude that yes. Alright. And of course, occasionally I will post something like this. And students also, sometimes those that are into stocks, they will ask me, will Sheng Siong, I mean not just Sheng Siong, will certain stock price increase or not? So this one, actually I posted on my Facebook in somewhere during 2016. And I asked price, will the Sheng Siong price increase within the next 3 months? The answer is, Yao is weak, so no. Okay, you can check back, yeah, this is the date. In fact, we wrote down in the class. Okay, so it happened. The price did not go beyond 1.035. So you see, I-Ching is a life skill. Okay, if you ask me. Alright, knowledge is power. So if we can have extra information, extra knowledge, insightful knowledge, insider info, definitely you are going to be having a better edge than other people. It is a good guiding tool when you are lost, when you're at a crossroad, when you're facing challenges. You want to know what's the outcome going to be if I take road A compared to road B. You know, should I quit my job now, or should I change job next year? Is my new boss going to be nice to me? Okay, is the new company going to that I'm going to join have a better workload, less politic, better remuneration package, etc., etc. So when you're lost, not just in career, in investment, in relationship, okay, anything, you can ask I-Ching. It is a powerful system to predict an outcome for you. It is a sophisticated tool for you to stay ahead of your peers. Alright? Certainly. Okay? So, just to give you an overall view about this 2-day complete program, meaning there's no module 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Everything within 2 days, I will download, impart on you whatever you need to know. Okay? About, the concepts, the principles behind this King Wen Yi Jing Divination course. And we'll do a lot of practices. So just to show you the day 1 outline, we'll discuss fundamentals, methodology, of course, how to use the tortoise shell and coins. I prefer that. Okay, one thing good about King Wen Yi Jing is that you can ask many different types of questions within that 时辰. Because some other divination method tie you down with, especially if you are using the hour to erect the hexagram, to erect the chart, they tie you down to one question, to one chart, to 1 hour. Okay, but you're allowed to ask, because every time you take the tortoise shell and the coin, you shake, the connection there is different, your question is different. Okay, so you will come out different outcome, permutations, etc. Okay, so this is the one of the greatest advantage. So, and of course, everything about how to analyze, all the steps. Okay. Day 2, ask I-Ching, we start to do a lot of case study. Ask student to volunteer. Okay, interact, discuss, have fun. Okay, alright. And we will talk about this. How do you know poems based on the classic? Practical and application. So all participants definitely will be given a set of tortoise shell and coins for you. That looks like this. Okay, you can keep it, bring home. Examples of interesting insights that I-Ching can provide, but not limited to, are as follow. So take a look at all these questions. Alright, see, does it intrigue you? And a lot more things you can ask, definitely. Okay, it is really borderless, You can ask a lot different type, funny questions, anything. Even people that you don't know, you want to find out what happened to this missing boy. You can also do a divination and ask I-Ching. Okay? So mainly, these are so far the popular or frequently asked questions. okay, by students. So we welcome you to contribute more other types of questions that you may have. The principles, as long as we stick closely to the set of guiding principles, King Wen Yi Jing concept, alright, definitely we are able to interpret and analyze properly and give you a good result. On top of this syllables, I'm going to impart on you, okay, a special topic on how to observe the trend of stocks, okay? Observe the trend of certain stocks, going up or coming down, okay? Because definitely, we are not encouraging gambling or gaming, but sometimes students, you know, they just want to have fun. So I'll teach you this specialized so-called subject, looking at the trend, the up and the down trend, like what I have done for Sheng Siong stock, and many more. Okay, but more to have fun, all right? But definitely some students have benefited from this. And I'm going to teach you how to remotely assess and do an assessment on your house feng shui, or on anybody's house feng shui, or on a property that you intend to buy. Okay, not just the feng shui, but like what I say, the value, whether you'll be shortchanged, whether you can fetch good price, or let's say you are selling a house. Currently, is the price tag too high? When likely will a buyer come and buy from you? You know, this type of question. You can ask I-Ching. Okay? But I'm going to teach you this thing is that I-Ching is able to tell whether the sa qi is coming from your left or right, or front or back. What likely is the problem of the sa qi? Is it an over-towering pylon? Is it something to do with water leakage? Okay. Or the feng shui, is it going to affect the children, the elderly, yourself, or which zodiac sign? Okay, etc. So basically, without going down, let's say you want to purchase a property in Canada, UK, overseas property development, I-Ching will help you. All right. Very useful nowadays because we have a lot of showrooms, BTO, built to order houses, that you can't even physically go down and check and measure the feng shui. Am I right? So I-Ching will assist you in this respect. Okay, so when is this going to happen? It will be this month, June 23rd and 24th, Saturday, Sunday, 10 to 5, Singapore. If you are keen, all right, please email us. Lunch and course material provided in English. We cater lunch. Voice recording is allowed. Just to show you some reviews from our past graduates. Okay. So you can take a look. Marilyn, Singapore. Mr. So Tiam Singh, Singapore. They have attended our classes. We have even students from Thailand, like Mr. Kitty. Okay. I've also gone to Manila to teach. So this is Louise, together with me in Manila. So she has actually done I-Ching courses before. Well, but she still appreciates our so-called I-Ching program because we gave extra information and we have certain technique that that we are very confident with. Okay, so I would like to actually teach the student all this thing based on my experience as well. We have students definitely from Indonesia. Okay, Angelina, Lawrence is from Manila. Okay, so take a look at their reviews. And what is the after class support? Most importantly, we are not just doing like one-time business. Okay, I personally value long-term relationship with our student. I want our student to come back for free revision. Okay, because every class, the dynamic is different. The questions asked are different. And I welcome students to come back for free revision. Really free revision. You need to pay any receipt fee or zero. What you need to pay is just for the lunch that we cater. Probably overall $10. Alright? We have Facebook closed group discussion forum. You can email me, WhatsApp me, like most of the students what they do, okay, because they sometimes they want to buy certain stocks, they will text me. This is their analysis, good or no good, you know, that kind of thing. So I give them some guidance. Not of course just stocks, please, but as well as any other form of questions. Alright? So if you want to find out more about our course fee, especially special course fee, if you sign up now ASAP, the course syllabus has been given to you. Now, please email academy@destinyasia.com.sg. You can address to myself or my program manager, Lester Tan, okay, to find out more or to even sign up for this program. You can also visit us at masterfengshui.com, and this is my Facebook. Okay, come and add me or follow me and be friend with me. Alright, almost every other day I will try to post something, and sometimes I would like to share some good tips, not just on I Ching but Feng Shui, astrology, 八字, etc. Alright, remember, when in doubt, ask I Ching. Alright, thank you very much for watching this video.